Or Lamar back with another counter video. Somebody from my guild pointed out a good counter for Kylo Ren teams with double tanks at least. Haven't made it work without having the double tanks when they have First Order Officer in there or Malak, but it does work as long as your team is a little bit faster than this team. Taking a look at this Kylo Ren or SLKR team with First Order Stormtrooper. This one's particularly slow. It can work with better modded as long as some of your key characters are fast enough to get things done. So this is the team. We're going to bring Han. We're going to stun Hux so that he can't cleanse. They're going to take out the Brute. We're going to apply shock and get it on both of the tanks. We're going to pass turn meter with Thrawn over to Brood Alpha, and then we're going to clear the taunts. So they countered a little bit, but now we can try to fear so that they don't take a turn, and now we will fracture SLKR. Probably should go after SLKR and just take him out, but I want to make sure I control this team as well without letting them take turns. So I wanted to get rid of Hux. I probably should have just kept going after Kylo, but I wanted to get rid of Hux because he does have that cleanse capability. So I went after him instead in this one. Probably not the best example, but it does work this way as well. Now that Hux is gone, I feel a little bit more comfortable. I wanted to get rid of Hux while Red Trooper was feared so that he couldn't take his bonus turn. So nobody's feared. They've got some staggers, so we'll apply shock again and keep going after him. Let's just keep hitting SLKR. We'll use a basic so we keep the taunt up on the Brute, and now we can apply we can either fear or ability block. Nobody has much turn meter, so we'll just ability block SLKR here. Perfect, so he won't be able to do his AoE on his turn. We can stun if we want, so we'll try to stun Crew. Didn't work. We'll get fear back up. We should ability block again, and we can hit him now. Well, we can pass turn meter actually to Darth Revan, and everybody's feared, so I don't want to shock, so we'll just hit SLKR twice there. We'll hit him again and fracture. It takes a little while, and finally the Brute took care of him. So my Brute is gear 12. Everybody else on this team is gear 13, but it's kind of the only way I could come up with, or was told about, that has worked for me to be able to counter these SLKR teams at the moment. So it's helping on my arena climb quite a bit. I'll show you my mods in a little bit here, but once SLKR is done, the rest of the team goes pretty quickly. You just want to make sure you take out Red Trooper because his AoE can be deadly to your team, but other than that, pretty easy going, and we could have recovered quite a few banners here too if it were a Grand Arena setting. So I tried this early on a few times with my gear 12 Brood Alpha, and my speeds were just off a little bit. I really needed to speed up my Brood Alpha quite a bit so that I could go I could swap the turn meter with Brood Alpha from Thrawn and still go before their SLKR would go a second time and do his AoE. So that allowed me to get the fracture up. So now, yeah, you can see Crew is just super tanky still. We finally got the shock up on him, so he shouldn't be able to heal himself anymore. And there he goes. So we would have gotten, I think, 59 banners from that if we went into a Grand Arena matchup with that. So let's take a look at my team here. It is Darth Revan, not very fast. He's 311 speed. That's fast enough. Don't really need anything special on him. My Thrawn, I think, is 293. Yeah, so semi-fast, but not crazy. Han, you just need him for the initial stun. The rest doesn't really matter that much. Brood Alpha, I wanted him around 270. I got him to 268. Much easier if he's gear 13, obviously. And then Basila, my Basila is super slow at 269. She's just there for the ability blocks and extras.